And Landon's revving up for the European Tour, but Husher had that scouted and got out of the ring.
I don't know how you approach this match if you're Van Landen, because Husher clearly knows everything that Van Landen does, but what does Van Landen know about him?
Well, Van Landen busts that out instead, going up over the top with the plancha and firing up the Barrie Wrestling faithful.
That sounds like quite the wrestling match. Those are sounds from Ferris Lane Community Church, or the FLCC Arena, as it is known on many Saturdays. It is the home of Barrie Wrestling, which celebrates its 10-year anniversary tomorrow. Shawn Gibson is the founder and owner of Barrie Wrestling, and he joins us now on the line. Good morning, Shawn.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Congratulations. This is a big achievement, 10 years of independent wrestling in Barrie. How exactly will you be celebrating tomorrow?
Lots of fun and lots of action, and on my side, lots of stress. I'm sure that's not necessarily needed, but I'm stressed out every show. But no, we're looking forward to the action you get with indie wrestling and the fun and the humor and a lot of noise from the fans for sure.
Honestly, if our listeners don't know this already, I think I might expose myself because I am a huge wrestling fan. But
we gotta stick together.
We honestly have to stick together. We're a tight-knit community. Shawn, but for those that are unfamiliar with the kind of show that Barrie Wrestling puts together, can you describe it for us?
For sure. It's kind of what you saw when you were growing up, the WWF style, the old style. It's very family-friendly. We have a lot of kids and a lot of families. One of the things we always say, and as a wrestling fan, you'll know this, sometimes there's harder-hitting action than most, but our rule right away is no swearing, no blood. We don't do that. It's really an old school mentality. You have your matches that are fun and very theatrical, but then you get your hard-hitting ones that are full of athleticism that the current indie wrestling fan enjoys the most.
And you have your good guys and your bad guys, right? Your heels and your faces.
Absolutely. And some are over the top, and some are, the subdued heel. I think I heard the clip at the beginning. Rajan Husher is a very subdued, kind of evil artist character, and it's a wide range. Really is. Our fans have always said there's something for all of them. It's just whatever you like, we pretty much have.
And I don't think many people may know this about you, Shawn, but you are obviously the founder and owner of Barrie Wrestling, but you also work for City Hall.
I was a journalist. I worked as a reporter for many years, and then just kind of switched roles. It just kind of happened. So now I'm at City Hall, which is interesting. It's like a wrestling ring sometimes. It's the same. It's kind of the same.
There's a lot of pro wrestling elements that sometimes show up in politics, especially local politics. So
exactly.
how did you start a pro wrestling company?
Actually, I'm 47. I've been a fan since I was 7 years old. But it was as a reporter, I was asked to go cover in Barrie a local indie show, and I was a huge wrestling fan, but I'd never attended an indie show before. So I went and covered it, and the gentleman there said, could you help me out as far as in the community, and I need a venue. And, my church had a gym, so I said, yeah, let's do that. So he did it for about a year and a half at our gym, but then got out of it. And I kind of asked him if I could take over the territory, as they say. And then, here we are 10 years later.
It's so funny because I feel like that's how most wrestling promoter stories start. It's like, hey, I was in the right place, right time. All of a sudden, I'm handed the keys, and it's like, hey, it's been my company for 10 years.
Yeah. It's certainly not because I thought I need another avenue for money, and that's definitely not what it is. You learned that right away. So it's if you're not in it for the passion, it's probably not the best thing for you.
Who are some of your standout stars at Barrie Wrestling? You mentioned was it Raj Husher? He's one of them.
Rajan Husher, young guy, up and coming, great character. I think right away I think of Gabriel Fuerza and Vaughn Vertigo are two of our longest serving people. They were the first two guys in the first match of the first show. And now Vertigo is off to Europe all the time. Fuerza is on hot demand all over the country. And but we've also had people come through the doors. Jody Threat, who'll be back on Saturday, is a mainstay on TNA. Daniel Garcia was a regular with us. He's on AEW now. December 7th, Josh Alexander will be back. He was with us for a long time. So it's great to see the young. We got a lot of young guys and young girls coming up, and it's a place for them to perform. and hopefully live their dream out. But it's nice to see the old ones coming back and saying hi every now and then.
Yeah, I've seen Vaughn wrestle a couple of times at various shows. He's definitely a talent I think a lot of us should keep an eye on, because he just has a lot of what you see on TV already established and already developed. And yeah, you mentioned Jody Thread and Josh Alexander, two stars that are doing really well right now on the main stage. So for anyone that wants to attend this weekend, Shawn, what's your hard sell to get them to come out?
The hard sell, I mean, reach out to us on socials. Tickets are, I mean, first and second row are gone, but reach out to us, and it really is a night out. I've always said this really caters to people who don't have the money to go to a big league game, but just want to take the family out. They want the kids to get loud and cheer and jeer, and it's a great place for family. Like I said, families come out to this all the time, and it's like a bonding thing for them. So I think that's if you want to have fun with the family, come on in.
Shawn, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck tomorrow. That's Shawn Gibson, who is the founder and owner of Barrie Wrestling. The organization's 10-year anniversary show, titled Still Enjoying the Journey, happens tomorrow at the FLCC Arena.